Hi, this is Julien and Just a Thought. Hi, it's Julien and Just a Thought here, and I want to pick up on something on a podcast that I heard actually called the Power Hour, and they were interviewing Dr Rangan Chatterjee. So thank you for this concept here. He was talking about happiness, and he's obviously done a lot of research, a lot of thinking about this, and he was talking about his the three legs of happiness. He kind of likened it to the three legs you'd have on a stool. You need all three of them to be stable. The first one he said was alignment, and that obviously pricked up my ears as a chiropractor. I was thinking spinal alignment, which I would say is very important. What he was talking about is aligning with the person you actually want to be. So if your internal person you want to be doesn't actually align with who you're being outside to your public persona, then that is going to create conflict, and I would say that's very true. So I do hear too many people saying, I'm not doing the job I like, I hate what I'm doing. Well, that's going to cause an alignment issue. The second part of the stool, the leg of the stool, would be contentment. And what he was getting with that is have things that you like doing that you really like doing. Now, those of you that have known me have probably heard me talking about playing guitar or surfing. I'm somewhat obsessed with both of those, and they are definitely my go-to happy place most of the time. I can be content with those, and they give you that kind of, you can lose time, you feel content. And I think that's a very valuable thing to be thinking about. And the third thing he talked about, which is potentially quite tricky, is control, and actually having control. And I don't mean this in a coercive way, but actually just feeling that you have a sense of control, that you are in some way, shape mastering your own destiny. If you're being completely told what to do at work, you have no kind of say, whatever, then that's going to give you a sense of a lack of control, and that is really going to upset. And lack of control, certainly Gabor Mate picks up on that as an emotional stressor. So today's Just a Thought was Rangan Chatterjee's three legs of the stool of happiness, which are alignment, contentment, and control. The podcast is called the Power Hour, and you can find it on all the podcasts, but do check it out.